Well, going on the road and getting a win is always hard. And, we talked about all week of having that complete team win. I thought we got really close to that tonight. Defense had another really good night. That was great to see. Offensively, early we struggled. They were playing drop 8 coverage, and I thought our offense did a good job of slowing it down, start to look at them, mix in the run more, and we started having success when we did that. And so, those are things that smart football teams need to do to win. And I was happy with just the overall performance of everybody. I can't say enough again, though, about the defense and their performance.
Kind of a sloppy first half. Halftime, the score wasn't what you wanted to be, but the second half, you outscored at 31 to, I think, 7 or something like that. Just, you kind of, regrouped there, and the guys kind of woke up and said, all right, let's do this thing.
Yeah, right there, the first couple drives, we were doing our normal thing, kind of trying to throw it around, and again, they're dropping, and it's hard, and so we slowed it down and started looking at them, and we found the balance there. And I thought, kicking the field goal was big, and then we had the 2-minute drive right there at the end and scored real quick. That gave us momentum going in the locker room, and come right back out on the opening drive and score in the third quarter. That was huge. And, those are the things you need to do on the road to win, and that's why I was happy with our team tonight.
You mentioned defensively tonight. Obviously, last week, another solid game with the defense. Luckily, their quarterback 5 sacks last week, 7 or 8 this week. I don't have final stats yet. But, what was the biggest key in continuing that pressure on the quarterback and creating those opportunities defensively?
I think our defense is doing a really good job of changing up the looks and the schemes and making it hard on offenses and bringing pressures from all over the place and getting the best players in the right place. I think that's really big. And so I'm really excited about our defense, back-to-back weeks, having good performances. It's going to take a big one next week. Charlotte's a really good offense, so that'll be a big test for us defensively. I know they'll be ready for it. But it was good to put all those pieces together tonight.
Offensively, there's some times tonight where you miss some drop balls. Stuff doesn't happen usually. I guess just one of those games where your offense didn't do bad. Just like, Jarrett and Bailey don't miss many connections like that.
Right. We missed a couple throws, had a couple drops, had a fumble. Malachi had a fumble there on an explosive play. Kind of something we don't do a lot of, but those things are going to happen in a season. I thought our offense didn't bat an eye. Everybody kept playing hard, doing their thing, and we regrouped and got stability there. And we talk about all the time about team football is about leaning on each other. And we needed to lean on the defense tonight when things weren't going well offensively. And it was great to see the defense step up and say, hey, follow us. We got your back. And they kept getting those stops. It made it easier on our offense, it's where we didn't have to play so fast and we could take our time. So that's why I'm really excited to see it. We talked about gaining momentum throughout the season. So we're gaining that momentum. We're getting better every week. We'll have a great challenge next week against Charlotte.
Defensively, Nick Hayes is a guy that we had talked about all year, kind of trying to work back from that ankle from camp. Got some snaps last week to really kind of make more of an impact here tonight. I guess, what did you see from him, and how much of a difference maker can he be for this team?
He did a good job, good solid job. I'm glad he's healthy. I'm glad he's playing again. I think his best football is ahead of him. Every week he's gotten in there a little more. So hopefully, next week he can continue to make an impact for our team.
And a guy like Big Mike Allen, he hasn't played a whole lot, heading into this game. Has the blocked extra point, gets the sack on the 2-point conversion. How important were those 2 plays to this game when that one was still close?
Yeah, what was great to see is our guys that aren't the starters, that are rotational guys. I think of Broderick, was in there tonight. He did a good job. Mike Allen's in there. You saw a lot of those guys that were relieving our starters go out there and make plays, and that's what a good football team does. And those guys just need to keep coming along, keep progressing. I'm excited for the future.
In terms of the locker room, I know you never really disliked the look in their eyes after a tough start to the season against quality teams. But what's the mood in the locker room like now after these back-to-back weeks?
Well, it's right, and it's always been right. But winning games solves a lot of problems, and and when you win games and do like we've done back-to-back weeks, it gives you momentum. Now you get to go home, get to play a tough Charlotte team. You want to have that momentum. You want to have that good look in your eye. You want to feel good about what you're doing. Our locker room right now is in a really good place.